Oh, tonight on the show, the star of the Hangover films. Well, we've all done it, waking up after a big night and found you're in bed with someone you don't know. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Hello. Let's start the show. Ladies, welcome all. What a lineup we have for you tonight. Gavin and Stacey star James Cordon is here. I know. The sexiest actress in the world, Jessica Biel, is here. Geordie funny woman Sarah Millican is here. And delighted to say that later on, Hangover star Bradley Cooper is going to be dropping by. Plus, we've got music and chat from the brilliant Lenny Kravitz. I know. That is a very lucky sofa. Very lucky sofa. Very excited about meeting James, the creator of the brilliant Gavin and Stacey. He played Smithy, of course, traditional Essex boy. Not the only famous Essex boy around at the moment. Towie's Mark Wright is in the jungle, isn't he? Yes, yes. Here's a moment I happened to catch and freeze frame. You do think, though, you know, he's still in the jungle. Who's voting for him? So glad to have Sarah Millican back on the show. What a phenomenal year she's had. One of Sarah's quirky habits is that she takes photos of all the desserts she eats. She does, no. Here she is with a blueberry muffin. Here she is with 3 booze-soaked fruitcakes. No. And Jessica Biel is here. Jessica's just about to appear in a new film, New Year's Eve, all about what New Yorkers get up to on that night. That's New Year's Eve in America, and here's New Year's Eve in Britain. Let's get some guests on! Later we'll be meeting Bradley Cooper and having music and chat from Lenny Kravitz. But first, who can make me laugh? Sarah Millican! Sit yourself down, Sarah Millican. He's in a league of his own. It's Mr. James Cordon. A biscuit. How are you, sir? Really nice to see you. Sit yourself down. And completing my A-time, it's Jessica Biel. Hello. So nice to see you again. Sit yourself down. Very welcome to my sofa. Hello.
Thank you.
Hi. Look at them now, all smiley and happy. Do you know what, Jessica Biel, we're so pleased you're back because we honestly didn't think you might ever come back on the show.
I was a little
No, the last time.
I was afraid of the last experience we had.
Yeah, there was a very drunk Mickey Rourke beside her.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It was quite an experience.
No, you were brilliant with it, though, because I think, like, another person might have freaked out, but you were very calm and
I was
just...
internally crapping myself.
Oh, were you?
It was so crazy.
But the thing is, I did think afterwards you coped with it very well, but then you're a beautiful woman. You must kind of get hit on by, you know, people all the time.
No, that is completely not true at all. This is my night.
Hello. Well, I'm looking forward to meeting Bradley Cooper. I think he's great.
All right, yeah. You will.
he's fit. Oh, he is.
I'll just move over so you guys can sit next.
In 5 years down the line, you'll just be better.
You ain't going anywhere.
I can only apologise.
I've gotten used to it now on your show.
I don't know who the hell we can invite on with you next time.
I can't wait. I'm so excited to see.
Now, I've got to tell you, you do look phenomenal.
Thank you.
You do.
Oh, sorry.
You're looking very good. But no, you look gorgeous. And I don't know, is there enormous pressure? Because you do, like, you've just finished Total Recall and, you know, Blade Trinity, things like that. When you do a big action film like that, presumably you have to show up looking all buff and toned.
Well, yes, you do, but you spend months and months and months training with, you know, crazy martial arts instructors, and you're on crazy diets, and it's the hardest experience. It really is, because you're eating a lot of boring stuff.
Oh.
Chicken breasts and vegetables all the time.
Yeah.
But it's cakes and pastas and breads and sandwiches and croissants, and it's just like in your head all the time. That's all you can think about.
Do you ever crack? Do you ever crack?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Once a week, at least. But you don't crack just slightly. You crack bad. I was with my girlfriends. We were out in New York City for a night. It was the cheat day. I saw Dunkin' Donuts. It was just one of those weird. I said, pull the car over. Pull over right now. We pulled over. We were all decked out. We ran in. I got 24 donuts. Went to a pizza joint. We got 2 giant, large pizzas. And I sat in that car, and I put as much bread and dough in my mouth as I could possibly manage. It was the best moment.
I honestly didn't think I could find you more attractive. Now
you can really hit on me, too.
you're literally my dream woman. 24 donuts
24.
and 2 pizzas and this.
Let's do it.
Shit.
Let's do it.
Have you ever eaten a croissant out of a bin? Because if we're going to talk about binging, I think I should step forward.
This is like some sort of Overeaters Anonymous meeting.
We're all really proud.
Yeah.
It was my bin, and it was my croissant. Shut up. But I told my friend, and she said, "Oh, posh now," because it was a croissant. It was out of a bin.
Like, have you ever done the walk down the hallway at the hotel at night and taken somebody's old room service off the floor?
No, but I'm going to tonight.
Yep.
It's really tempting, isn't it?
Oh, I've done it.
After
Yeah,
untouched.
You can't leave a French fry like
Yes,
that.
bowls of French
Like that?
fries.
Do people leave things?
Yeah.
Under those big silver fancy things?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to be lifting some tonight.
Did you have a weight alert recently? A weight scare recently?
Yeah, a scare is a good word. Because there's different ways that, you know, you've put weight on. You know, it's, you know, your clothes don't fit or you're crying a lot. And... But there's a new one, in case you don't know, there's a new one. No offence, in case everybody doesn't know. That sounded terrible, like I was just aiming it at you, sorry, Flower.
I thought you were. I was like, oh, good, she's helping me out.
Where my boyfriend lives is a block of flats, and round the back of the block of flats is a car park. And in order to get into the car park, there's a barrier that lifts up when it senses a car is near. I mean, I had 2 big bags of shopping, you know, but it still got out was like a Peugeot 206.
Listen, Jessica, no weight worries in your new film, New Year's Eve, because you're playing a pregnant woman.
Right.
That must have been great.
Oh, so good. I had a suit on that went completely from here up to here. I had the biggest boobs that hung to here. It was amazing. I ate whatever I wanted. It was great.
Yeah, because you were about to have the baby throughout the film.
Yes.
Because it's all set on New Year's Eve.
Yes.
And the cast of this film, more stars than there are in heaven. It's you, Ashton Kutcher, Zac Efron, Michelle Pfeiffer, Hilary Swank, Halle Berry, Robert De Niro,
Yes.
Sarah Jessica Parker. And there's so many stories, but talk us through your particular plot.
Okay, my plot is that my husband and I, Seth Meyers, we are trying to win money by having the first baby in the new year. So we're competing with this other couple and trying to get this baby to come out by eating weird stuff and doing weird yoga poses and, you know, just doing crazy, silly things.
And it's a really sweet film. It's the sort of film I think they could never make here. It seems to be, it's very American. It really wears its heart on its sleeve.
It does.
And it's a really kind of like, I don't know, it's like a little love letter to New York as well. It's just great. Here's a clip of you in action in the movie.
Gosh, my water broke.
All of it?
Oh, Well, what do you think?
Well, that's too early. Can you turn it off?
And how do you suggest I do that?
I don't know. Yoga? Why don't you get back upside down? You could do a downward dog or an upward dog. Do one of the dogs. We need to pack.
We have packed. Okay, calm.
Taxi!
Baby, I don't think we're gonna be able to get one up here.
You're right. We gotta go downstairs where the cars live. Okay.
Pants. I need pants.
Okay.
These are your pants. Give me the cute pink ones. Don't throw them at me. Okay, so I'll meet you there.
You should come with me. We should both go.
Did you get all broody with the pregnancy thing and being around new babies and things? Did it make you all a bit kind of tick-tock, tick-tock? Not a bomb, I understand.
Yeah, it's funny, we couldn't help kind of constantly rocking and caressing the strange foam belly, and the belly button that stuck out, I would like pull it and twist it around.
It came with a belly button?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the girl who plays the other woman who we're in competition with, we would just sit there and rock and bump our bellies together, and it's funny when when you do a really terrible dance, like where you just like let your hips go forward like this move.
Yeah.
Well, when you wear a belly and do that, it is the most hilarious thing. So we just do that. We just walk around doing this.
Some of us don't have to wear bellies.
Yeah. We're all right. It's not funny, that's just how we dance.
I'm guessing doing promotion for this film, everyone asks you, but is New Year's Eve a big deal in your life?
Yeah, I like holidays. I think they're fun to celebrate. I like celebrating, but I don't like planning big things on New Year's Eve. You always get disappointed.
Yeah.
You know, oh, this is gonna be the best night of the year. Oh, we're gonna have this amazing party. It always messes up somehow.
But you do quite like a drink.
Yes.
And God knows we're not judging you. And you do drunk dialing.
A little bit, just a bit.
Okay.
I'm okay with that, though.
But you do drunk dialing, which I love that you do drunk dialing.
Not on purpose, though, obviously.
No, we're drunk.
Right.
Yeah.
Because when I drink martinis, vodka martinis, if I have more than 2, black hole.
Good to know.
Black hole. 310 martinis. But yeah, so I mean, I wake up.
Who do you call? Who do you call?
My girlfriends. I call my girlfriends, and I apparently leave the most effusive, like, I love you forever, like silly, girly, dorky, you're my best friend forever, I love you, like that kind of thing. Thank God it's that. And I'm not calling, ex-boyfriends or family members.
I just get really emotional. I don't particularly drink, but I just get really emotional. Like, I said to my boyfriend, because I think I get quite emotional with my boyfriend at New Year and Christmas and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I just said, we've been together a few years. I think it's about time we started talking about the future. And he just smiled, just this really big beam and grin, and I was really touched, and I thought, oh, he wants to spend his future with me. And I said, are you sure you're all right talking about the future? And he said, what, like flying cars and that? Because, a lot of people get engaged at Christmas, don't they? Because it feels like that sort of time. Yeah. So because we don't want to get engaged, so we bought a box set of The Wire because we thought that felt like a longer commitment. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Listen, by the way, I didn't say New Year's Eve opens on the 8th of December in a cinema near you. And we mentioned it's stellar cast, all the people. But, James, you've worked with, amazing people, through Comic Relief and Sports.
Yeah.
Like, is it true? The David Beckham thing was genuine. You just...
Oh, yeah.
You fell under his spell.
Yeah, you honestly, if you ever meet him, I promise you don't know whether, you don't know whether to shake his hand or just lick his face. He's so, he holds himself in a way, and he's so nice and looks you right in the eye, and you just go, oh.
But is it true, the thing about you would text him?
Yes, occasionally we will send texts to each other, or things like that you do with Theo, and yeah, he's lovely. But because he started this, he started this, and he texted me first. And I was so excited that I
you're 13.
I rung about 4 of my mates before ever replying, and every one of them went, well, what did you send back? I haven't sent anything. I just wanted to ring you. They were like, well, reply, and then
Well, you're like playing hard to get. Like you've got to leave it a few days. Otherwise, you'll think you're easy.
My girlfriend says that she knows if I'm texting because of my face. I don't know, but she said you just look really happy. Which is really tragic.
Oh.
But it is good to know, you know, who texts first. That is kind of a big sign.
I'll be
when
texting
it's start of a
first.
bromance. Oh, you're gonna go first. Okay.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
I'm just glad we cleared it up.
Yeah.
I just want it to be clear.
Yeah.
Now, listen. Your autobiography, it's out now. May I have your attention, please?
Yeah.
You looked at it as if you'd never seen it before. You were like...
No, I have. I'm always slightly weird seeing it.
And it's called May I Have Your Attention, Please? And I think it's fair to say, because you have, as a kid, and I guess all the way through, you were an attention seeker. You liked attention.
Well, I didn't really realise quite the extent of how much until I was writing it, and I was writing thinking, God, you're a bit of a dick at points.
So I first met you years ago. I can't even remember how long ago it was when you were doing Boys... Was it Boys Unlimited?
Boys Unlimited, a Channel 4 series,
Channel 4 series about you being in a boy band.
Yeah.
And I didn't realise till I read this that you were serious. I mean, you were in a boy band. You were in two.
Well, at school, not like proper boy bands.
Well, you still took it serious.
I was really serious about it. I thought this was... that was what I thought... It was all I ever wanted to do.
So what were they called? The first one
The first boy band I formed, we were called Full Frontal. And we didn't... I mean, I say we were a boy band. It was me and four mates, and we just told people that we were a band. We never really did anything. We didn't have any songs, and we never did any dance or anything. But then my second boy band, we were called Insatiable. Why? Because you just can't get enough. And you really can. But we used to rehearse like all the time.
And
we
you did gigs. You did gigs.
We did
So
like...
actually did play.
Oh yeah. We were a boy band. We sung and danced.
That's it.
Yeah, we were like the Backstreet Boys.
Okay.
If they were worse.
Okay.
And and we like had original songs, and we would do dance routines, and we played about 8 gigs. I mean, 3 of them were like Gav's mum's barbecue. Do you know what I mean? They weren't like proper gigs. But I mean, we really took it seriously.
You did. Some of the lyrics are in here. Do you remember some of the lyrics?
Yeah, I wrote them.
Do you remember the lyrics to "Girl, Are You Ready"?
Well, Girl, Are You Ready?
That's brace yourself in fancier language.
You haven't heard the lyrics.
I don't know where it came from. Wait till you hear the lyrics.
I remember saying we had a guy called Matt who would play keyboards, and we would write the songs together. He wouldn't be on stage. And I remember saying to him, this is how seriously I took it. I said, we need like a song that's like a chant that's as big as Let's Get Ready to Rumble. On my life.
Wow, such aspirations.
The song was called Girl, Are You Ready? And it went... It went... Girl, are you ready? Just tell me when you're ready. Girl, are you ready? I ain't gonna rush you. Girl, get ready. We're about to go steady. Girl, are you ready? I ain't gonna rush you. Girl, are you ready? Tell me when you're ready. I ain't gonna rush you. Girl, are you ready? Tell me when you're ready. I wish I remembered the chorus, because that was all sort of...
That wasn't the chorus.
No, I mean the verse. I wish I remembered the verse, because it was all kind of sultry and like, no, baby, and it was all like that. But, and then
But the moves are clearly still there.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the moves, it was like
a bit more of a
is life.
stand-up.
Yeah, dance is my life. Tap, ballet and modern. That's my scene. But, it was fun for a bit. And then we do, like, a Take That medley and stuff.
And listen, very quickly, obviously, now at the moment, James is starring in the West End in One Man, Two Governors. Amazing reviews, congratulations.
Oh, cheers, yeah.
It's going to Broadway.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing what's happened with it, really. We were supposed to finish 6 weeks ago, and then it kind of did so well that we've moved to the West End, and I think that's it's taken more money than any play in the West End ever.
Wow.
And then on April 1st, we go to New York and we open the Music Box, which is on Broadway on the 6th And, you know, if it works, we'll be there for 6 months. If it doesn't, we'll be back in 6 days.
But it's not your first time abroad. You were there with History Boys a few years ago,
Yeah, it's a great place to work.
And you hear about these things when people do a play on Broadway and it's a hit, that lots of famous people, lots of kind of film stars come to see the play.
Well, that's what they say. When we were going there, people said, "Oh my God, you are going to have the greatest time. If the show's a hit, people are going to come round, they'll see you, you're going to meet so many amazing people." And so many shows we would do, there would be incredible people watching the play. Like one day there was like David Bowie, Steven Spielberg, Steve Martin, all in the same audience. You know, every night it felt like there's people in, and every night no one would come back. Nobody would come and say hello. I guess because we're a group of British boys and they think, well, why would I go and see them? Now I understand it. But at the time, we were like, oh, everyone said they'd come and say hello. And then one day, Harrison Ford and Callista Flockhart were in watching the show, and we finished the show and we come down, and they were there at the bottom of the stairs. And I just went over and I said, "Mr. Ford, can I just say, you're the first person who's come back to say hello, and it really means a lot. Thank you so much. It's a real honour to me." And at that moment, a guy came around and went, "Your car's ready, Mr. Ford." And he just went. And Callista Flockhart went. Walked out. And we were just like.
Well, you're about to meet a handsome leading man. He's here. He's had nearly as many hangovers as me. He's the star of Limitless and a great friend of the show. Please welcome the sexiest man alive, Bradley Cooper!
Hello.
Say yourself, Dan.
It's a great show. I've been watching it.
Oh, but see, I feel weird talking because I like talking to you, but now you're the sexiest man alive. No, look at him. It's official.
Oh, God.
He is the sexiest man alive.
Don't go on about it. I'm number 5 on Heat's weird crush list. So,
History Boys, brother.
pretty much the same thing. Oh, thanks, man.
Did you go to see it?
No.
Okay. I didn't go back afterwards. Is it a weird thing being the sexiest man alive?
Oh, it's the worst.
No.
Well, it's just so awful, yeah.
Are you a little self-conscious? Are you a little kind of...
Well, you know, I'm finally at an age, I'm 36 years old, where I really don't care about anything like that anymore, which is a wonderful thing. And then this happened, and then I started to realize just how not sexy I am.
Oh, stop.
No, I swear to God, I swear to God. I have a lot of moments where I'll be, like, walking out, and I'll open up the door, and I'll go, I could do that a lot sexier. That was not very sexy. That was not very sexy at all. No. And then the other thing was just so awful that I'm admitting this, but the hell with it. Because there was such a backlash to when they announced it. And Ryan Gosling, who I love, and I just did a movie with him, he's the greatest. But we were both in Paris this last week, and a friend of mine showed me, like, there was, like, photographs from the paparazzi. And when I say friend, I mean me alone in my room looking at the computer. So, and there's, like, him, like, walking around, and he literally looks like he's in a photo shoot, like he just came off the runway. Like, the pea coat is like this with the scarf. And I literally, there's this one of me, and I literally look like the neighbor who never really comes out of his house. When he does, you want to make sure, like, maybe he should just stay in. We don't know what he does in there. So it's been interesting.
But this is rare, because on the show, we've got the sexiest man alive.
Right.
Esquire had you the sexiest woman alive.
A while ago.
Yeah, but still, that's a thing on a sofa.
But I'm like the sexiest woman alive according to my boyfriend, so...
Oh.
But I hope I am.
You are, of course.
Second, at least.
Yes. But also, can I just say, there is a British pin-up on our sofa. Is a British pin-up on our sofa.
Oh, wow.
Feast your eyes on that, ladies and gentlemen. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah?
Don't get your hopes up. It's mostly all balls.
Don't you just hate that?
I'm too excited.
So listen, but people, the Ryan Gosling thing, people have gone a bit
Yeah.
funny about it.
Yeah, it was pretty intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, are they being mean? Are they being mean?
Nothing. No, thank God. Nothing. Nothing has physically happened to me.
Okay.
I don't know what the backlash is. What's happened?
Oh, because Ryan Gosling fans are very annoyed that Bradley Cooper is the sexiest man alive because they still believe Ryan Gosling is the sexiest man alive, though clearly he's not.
What was Ryan Gosling last year?
Oh, so last year.
He was...
He got lucky last year.
Yeah, I think Ryan Gosling...
He was alive last year as well.
Ryan Gosling is wonderful. He's brilliant, but you're fit.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah.
I'm the only person on the sofa that you haven't hit on. Do something now!
So, lovely to see you, Bradley Cooper.
You too.
Why are you here?
Why am I here? I'm here to be in lovely London and lovely Paris and promote the Hangover 2 DVD, Part 2 DVD, which is released on Monday.
Yes, which I have here.
Yes.
There it is. Now, the last time you were here, it was to tell us about the film. And
that's right.
That was all very good. It then went on to earn $581 million.
Yeah, unbelievable.
It's the highest-grossing R-rated comedy of all time.
Yeah. Comedy, actually.
Oh, really? Just comedy?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Now, I'm sensing Hangover 3 won't be that far away.
I personally want to do it. Yeah, I hope we're going to start shooting in September. I know Todd Phillips is working on the script, so I hope
$581 million. I imagine someone will make that.
Yeah.
Even if it's half as successful, it's worth doing.
No, you're right. Yeah.
So, do you not know? There's no... Have you...
Well, I mean, what it's going to be about?
Well, obviously it'll be about a hangover, I'm guessing.
Right. I don't know, actually. I think that we adhered to the formula in the second one. For those of you who've seen it, and the third one, I think, which would close the whole sort of trilogy, which now it would be a trilogy, even though we thought we would never make a second one, let alone anybody see the first one. I think it'll take place in Los Angeles and maybe not adhere to the structure. It might be different.
Oh.
Yeah.
You tease us.
Yes.
Well, it's out on December the 5th, and I can't believe there's anyone alive on planet Earth who hasn't seen it. But if you haven't, or you want your appetite whetted for the DVD, here's a clip.
Phil. I think it's happened again.
Oh, what did you do?
I didn't do anything, I swear to God.
Your hair is gone. No. Oh.
I'm scared. Stu, come on, get up. We got a situation.
Oh, where are we?
Oh my God, Alan. Your head. No, your head.
You're not the only one with a DVD in the stores. Sarah Millican, down the end there, she's got a DVD out, Chatterbox. And now, apparently there was some confusion about the title of this show when you toured with it.
Yeah, because I called it Chatterbox because that's what I am. And then a man said, is it based on the film Chatterbox? And I didn't know that there was a film called Chatterbox, so I got in and I Googled it.
Yes.
And it does exist. It's American. And that sounds really bad, like... it's still good. And, but it's basically about a woman who has a talking vagina.
Are you saying it's a real film?
Yeah, it's a real film. And I watched...
Chatterbox.
Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it?
Oh, my God.
And I watched the first few minutes of it, obviously. And in the first few minutes, a man and a woman have sex. And when they finish, she says, that was lovely. You know, equivalent, American. That made it sound more Geordie than it actually was. Champion. And, but then her vagina goes, you all right? Oh, my God. How many times have you wanted to say that?
And you're still on tour, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. Absolutely. Until May.
Wow. Thoroughly Modern Millican.
That's right.
And it's quite a sexual show. There's a lot of kind of sex chat in it, I would say.
Sex chat.
Well, you know, you get turned on in odd situations that other people might get turned on.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just when you've been happy with my fella for 5 years, and I think just little things sort of pop up every... Oh, that sounds terrible. You know, perfectly good-sized things pop up every now and again. Just new ways to turn each other on, and it's not always expected. We were having a carvery. As much meat as you like. And with his pudding, he got some custard in a jug, and he poured the custard onto his pudding. Then he licked the spout of the custard jug, and I was actually aroused. And I just leaned over to him and I went, "Get in the car. Bring the custard."
You're in the company of some fine actors, Sarah Millican. Have you done voiceovers? Have you done acting?
I'm not very good. I can only really do me. I do me very well. But I thought maybe my boyfriend could help me sort of become, you know, a bit better at acting. So I said, why don't you tell me emotions? And I'll see if I can sort of convey them with me face. So we went through. He said, happy.
Very good.
And thank you. Sad. And then he said, surprised. It was going really well. And then there was a long pause because he'd run out of emotions. And then there was just a lovely moment when he got a real inspiration and he went, "Oh, like you've just seen a monkey." That's obviously the well-known fourth emotion.
It'd be handy for Hangover 2. You'd have been marvellous in that.
That's very true.
But auditions, actors find them kind of horrible. But you've taken them very seriously. Was it The Illusionist?
Oh, yes.
That you just went, right, I'm going to get this.
Yeah, I think because you just don't have a choice when you're trying to get a part that people haven't seen you do before. I mean, it's so very competitive. And, yeah, I just dressed up in complete costume, literally from, like, 1900. Skirt and big collared, long-sleeved, crazy, weird hair, strange.
And you drove to the audition kind of in full costume, went to reception, and did anyone kind of go, oh, Jesus?
I think so. I knew it was going to go one way or the other.
There was something very American, because I think in Britain people would just freak out if you showed up in costume, would they?
Oh, so it has to be that costume, it can't just be
Like
a tomato.
Yeah. Like a giant bear. Oh, I'm making an effort. Yeah.
I'm really trying.
Auditioning is so weird. Anyway, it's the weirdest thing in the world. Like, I remember going for an audition once, like, for a commercial, a Dutch commercial, for a yogurt, and the guy says to me, he says, "OK, Jim, so what we want you to do," and he spoke like this, he said, "What I want you to do for the audition? I want you to, we'll turn the camera on, I want you to pretend you are completely naked, and you are sitting down on a block of ice. But it must not be comical in any way." And the crazy thing is, you do it. You do it. What you should do is go, "Well, this is ridiculous. I don't need to be in your yogurt advert. I'm all right." But before you know it, you're going, "OK, so, all right." Yeah, and then you're going... "No, that's too funny."
Really feeling the cold.
"Oh, this is good, Jens. Yeah, there are all manner of things.
Because, Bradley, before you made it big, I mean, you must have gone for...
Yeah, I went thousands of commercials. Yeah, commercials or auditions were the worst, especially because you're in this, like, there's, like, hundreds before waiting, and you sit there and you're sort of making fun of everybody that's gone in and be like, "Oh, that guy." Then you go in there and you do exactly what you said. You'll do anything they ask.
Yeah.
Especially when it's food. Like, I remember going to all these Burger King commercials or, like, Wendy's, and they have all the boxes of hamburgers. Like, "OK, so eat it," and you have to eat it like that you love it. And, you know, you'd see that there's a bite out of it because they're cutting costs. So it's just kind of like, use the other thing. And then you're just like, That good?
That was already very good.
Thank you. I did book a Wendy's commercial.
Did you?
But it never aired.
But what happens to those audition tapes? They must be somewhere.
I have them all catalogued.
This is why I'm never going to be an actor, because I tried to do a voiceover sort of show reel, you know, to see if I had any skills in that area, and the fella said, "Can you do sexy?" And I said, no. And then he said, have a try. And I had a try. And he said, oh, you sound like you're dying. And then he said, can you do bored? So I tried bored. And he said, it's quite sexy. I'm only sexy when I'm bored. So I just hope, you know, I get good and hard in the post office queue.
Oh, dear. Hey, listen, it's time for some music now. In a moment, we'll be hearing tonight's stories in the big red chair. But first, performing Black and White America, it's the one and only Mr. Lenny Kravitz. Thank you very much for doing this. Have a seat there. Sit yourself down. Oh, you're kissing and all sorts. Oh, yeah. That's Bradley.
Pleasure to meet you.
Sexiest man alive, just so you know. Thank you very much for doing that. That's off the album, which it's been out since August, Black and White America.
Yes.
Thank you very much. And, of course, you're drifting into there, you're drifting into the acting now. You've done quite a bit now. Because you were so good in Precious.
Thank you very much.
Do you plan to do more?
Yes. I'm doing more, you know, in between touring, because I do have a day job.
Yeah, there's
I have to
that.
sort of keep up. But I just did a movie called Hunger Games. It's coming out in March 23rd.
Wow.
And I'm going to be doing another one with Lee Daniels, who directed Precious.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, God, congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
very
you.
good. Listen, we're nearly out of time, so thanks to Lenny and all of you. But before we go tonight, we do have time for a story or two in the red chair. So let's see who's up first. Hello.
Hiya.
Hi. What's your name, sir?
Jordan.
Jordan. Where are you from, Jordan?
London.
London. And do you have a job, Jordan?
I work in sports marketing, Graham.
Sports marketing. The gear or the sports?
A bit of both.
Okay, yeah, nice. See, you know, yeah, bit of everything. Yeah. Sports, he markets it. Yeah. Don't push him. Off you go with your story.
All right, Bradley James, you're going to love this. It's about my worst day ever, so a bit of sympathy wouldn't go amiss.
Would Lenny not like the story?
Oh, Lenny, sorry, Lenny.
Yeah, Lenny might like the story too. And Jessica and Sarah, they might like the
I took a girl out for a date on a boat.
Might I like the story? People in the audience like the story. We were hoping for a crowd pleaser.
It's good, mate.
Okay.
I took a girl out for dinner on a boat. It was a lovely boat. Had a lovely evening. She chose the most expensive things on the menu. It was going really well. A couple of bottles of wine on school night. Can't go wrong. I'm thinking, right, I'm in. We pay, we leave. I go in for the killer kiss. Bear in mind, we're on a boat. It's right by the river. She'd cycled to the restaurant because it was in Amsterdam. Got to the river part. Went in for one peck on the cheek. I'm thinking, right, this is it. Go for the second part. Then she's adjusting her scarf. Elbows me in the face. I'm in the river. She then biked off and left me there.
No one comes out of that story well. Walker to.
It's an all right story.
Walk.
Yeah.
You letting him walk?
I think it's good. Yeah,
okay,
I'd let
you can
him
walk, sir.
Yeah.
Very good. But you know what I mean? Like, a girl wouldn't do that lightly, would she?
It's probably a proper bell end. That's the only reason that you fill up on the food, because if the chat's going well, you think, well, you know, maybe I don't want to be too full so I can do stuff later on. Is this...
You're right about that, actually.
Just me?
No, you're right. You're right about
that.
Lenny will look out for that in the future when he's on dates.
Good.
She's eating a lot. I'm out of here. She's having pasta. No. Right, do we have one more. Hello.
Hi, Graham.
Hi, what's your name?
Bradley. My name's Paula.
Paula, right. And where are you from, Paula?
Whitechapel.
And what do you do in Whitechapel, Paula?
I live there, but I'm a teacher.
Tough interview, I tell you. All right, Paula, and what, do you teach subjects, or...?
Primary school teacher.
Oh, I see, so you teach everything.
Yeah, St Saviour's Primary School, Poplar.
Oh, lovely, I'll look out for it. All right, Paula, off you go with your story.
Well, I decided to take up cycling, and I cycled the 8 miles from Tottenham, where I lived at that time, to Aldgate East, where I taught at that time. And that evening, my then boyfriend, phoned me up to find out how it had gone.
Your life has changed so much,
It
Paula.
has changed.
We can hardly keep up with it. But anyway.
Neither can I. He phoned me up to find out how the ride had gone, and I said, well, it's OK, I said, but I did find Stamford Hill a bit of a challenge. So he said to me, well, what gear were you in? I said, well, I had my tracksuit, trainers, and my cycle.
Well done. All right. If you'd like to put us on show and go to the red chair, you can contact us via our website at this very address. Thank you to all my lovely guests tonight. Mr. Lenny Kravitz, Sarah Millican, James Cordon, Jessica Biel, and Mr. Bradley Cooper, the sexiest man alive. Join me next week for coming Jimmy Carr, the gorgeous Salma Hayek, and Spanish heartthrob Antonio Banderas, plus music from Coldplay. Sounds good to me. I'll see you then. Good night, everyone. Bye.
You can join Graham Norton tomorrow morning over on BBC Radio 2 from 10. This week he welcomes special guest Louis Walsh. Tickets at the ready. The Friday night National Lottery draws are next here on BBC One.